Hello and welcome everyone to yet another exciting live session from Simplilearn. Today, we will discuss the skills required by a Java developer. Let's wait for an ample amount of time for few more people to tune in. By the time, please allow me to tell you that we have daily updates on multiple technologies. So if you are a tech geek in a continuous hunt for latest technological trends, then consider getting subscribed to our YouTube channel. So we have a few more people. Welcome guys, so let's begin now. Java programming language is one of the most sought programming languages in the current IT industry. Unlike the older times, Java isn't the same. The latest updates and the inclusion of new libraries and APIs have brought down the learning curve of Java shallower and made it much simpler than ever before. This is the reason many beginners and professionals are now looking for a major career change through Java. If you ask me, then it is the perfect time to switch to Java. Now everyone has the same query. What does it take to become one? The skill set, the roles, responsibilities, etc. etc. Don't worry about that. That's what we are here for. So sit back, relax and make a note of everything we discuss or take a screenshot of the skills that I specify and kickstart your journey not just to learn but master Java programming language. So this is our agenda for today. First, we will start by having a good briefing of who exactly is a Java developer. Followed by that, we will directly dive into the skill set that we need according to the current standards to become a successful Java developer. And next, after skills, we have the crucial roles and responsibilities. And finally, we will discuss the salary package and the companies which are hiring Java developers currently in India, USA, and the UK. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first question, who is a Java developer? So Java developer basically is a professional computer software developer who uses Java programming language to build the software. Now Java developer mainly uses Java to build software for desktops, mobile phones, and also develop software for similar electronic devices such as a smartphone, tablet, etc. Now to become a Java developer, we need to have at least a bachelor's degree in relevant stream, preferably computer science. Later you might want to join an internship or a training exercise that involves a project or some highly recognized certification like Oracle Certified Java Developer. Then your dream job in your dream company. So this was a simple walkthrough or roadmap to become a Java developer. Now moving ahead, we have our main topic for today's discussion, that is the skills required to become a Java developer. Now we shall categorize this into two stages. One is the beginner and the other is the professional. We shall discuss each one of them separately. So first we will start with the beginner. So these will be the basic skills that any interviewer will be expecting out from a pure beginner. So in the beginners section, the first skill that we will be discussing is related to the object-oriented programming concepts in Java. So for a beginner, the concepts of object-oriented programming in Java play a very important and vital role for an interview. So he or she should be having a strong grip over the object-oriented programming concepts in Java. So followed by object-oriented programming concepts in Java, we have the next important concept in Java, which is the file input and output operations and serialization. So serialization is another way of executing your code from a different place. For example, if you write a code and you wanted to execute the same code in a different place in a different computer, all you can do is just serialize your code to that particular system and there the same code will be executed. So followed by the second point, the third important skill we need to have is the good understanding of data structures in Java. Data structures or Java collections are the most crucial parts of programming. So for a beginner, it's really important that you have a good grip over all the Java collections. So followed by that, the next important skill you require is to learn how to handle exceptions. So exception handling plays a vital role in real-time programming. So you better have that. Next, after exception handling, we have the good understanding of JVM and memory management. So JVM basically is the Java virtual machine. So what happens in Java is you write a code and that particular code is compiled and converted into bytecode. So this bytecode will be transferred to JVM and then JVM executes your bytecode and results in an output. So you need to have the good understanding of JVM and the memory management concepts in Java for a beginner level. So followed by that, the next important thing is multi-threading and synchronization in Java. So all those were the basic and important crucial skills required by a beginner if you're attending for an interview, because these are the basic skills that every interviewer will be looking out in a beginner. So let's have a quick overview of the skill set again. So for a beginner level, the major skill sets that you require are to have a good understanding of object-oriented concepts in Java. Next, the file input and operations and serialization concepts in Java. Good understanding of data structures or collections in Java. Exception handling, JVM or Java Virtual Machine and memory management, and finally multi-threading and synchronization. So these were the major skills that are required by a beginner. Now followed by the skill set, we will have another slide that depicts about the IDEs that you must be comfortable with. So for a beginner, these are the basic IDEs that you should be comfortable with, which are IntelliJ, Eclipse and NetBeans, and also these are the mainly used IDEs in real-time programming as well. So if you are comfortable with these three IDEs, then it will be an added weight to your resume. So followed by the beginner, we enter into the next level, which is the experience level. So this is really important. So we have multiple skills required by an experienced level candidate. So the first one amongst the important skills required by an experienced level candidate are a good knowledge of big data and artificial intelligence. Yes, you heard me right, artificial intelligence. There is a major misconception that R and Python are the only languages that are built for artificial intelligence and data science. But in reality, even Java can perform the artificial intelligence, data science and machine learning jobs using the new libraries which are dedicatedly written for the purpose. Now for an advanced or experienced level candidate, the knowledge of these libraries and the workflow is really important. So followed by that, the next important skill required by an experienced level candidate is a good understanding of blockchain. Next, after the blockchain, there are multiple big data frameworks out there which you need to learn. Next after that, we have microservices, Spring Boot, and scripting languages such as AngularJS, React.js, and JavaScript. So let's have a quick overview of the skill set required by an experienced level candidate. So those are AI and ML libraries in Java, good understanding of blockchain, Hadoop and big data frameworks, Spring Boot, microservices, and finally advanced scripting programming languages like AngularJS, JavaScript, and React.js. Now these skill sets might look big, complex, complicated, and hard to digest, but Java developers are categorized into multiple streams of development. Just for example, we can see Java developers working over web development, Android development, full stack, big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and many more. Now let us consider three most popular streams where we find Java developers, which are the web development areas, Android development areas, and finally the full stack development areas. So first we will discuss the skill set required by a web developer. So for a web developer, these are the major skill sets required, which are the good knowledge of Java Servlet Pages or JSP, popular markup languages such as XML, HTML, and next after that we have model view controller. So one should have a good understanding of model view controller or MVC architecture. Followed by that we have good knowledge of web technologies like CSS and JavaScript, and finally Java applets. So the important frameworks for a web developer to be well versed with are Apache Struts, Play, Google Web Toolkit, and finally Grails. So these are the popular frameworks that are currently in trend and used by Java web developers. So followed by the web developer, next we have is the Android developer. So an Android developer is a software developer who specializes in designing applications for Android Marketplace. The Android Marketplace is a direct competitor to Apple's App Store. This means most of the Android developers' job revolves around creating apps that we use on our smartphones and tablets. Now, the skill sets required by Android developer are good grip over the Android SDK or software development kit. Next, the Android testing, followed by that a better understanding of Android API and database connectors like JDBC and Android security, and finally Git version control. Now Git version control will be really helpful to keep your code updated. Now followed by the skills required by an Android developer, we will go through some important frameworks and user interface development software tools required by an Android developer in real time. First, let us discuss the user interface development tools like Flutter and React.js, which are the most popular ones amongst the others. So React.js is an open source front-end JavaScript library for building user interfaces or UI components. It is maintained by Facebook and a community of individual developers and companies. React can be used as a base in the development of single page or mobile applications. So next after React.js we have the Flutter. Flutter is an open source user interface software development kit created by Google. It is used to develop applications for Android, iOS, Linux, Mac, Windows, Google, and many more from a single code base. So next we have the Solar 2D. Solar 2D is a free and open source cross-platform software development kit. And then we have the Android Studio, that is another popular development kit just for Android. Now next in the docket is the Java full stack developer. A full stack web developer is a person who can develop both client and server software. In addition to mastering HTML and CSS, he or she also knows how to program a browser like using JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, and Vue. So now the major skill sets required by a full stack developer are having a good understanding of software design and architecture, understanding of DevOps, knowledge of microservices, APIs and libraries, design patterns in Java, React and Angular, scripting languages, and finally should be capable to work on front end and back end. So these were the major skills required by a full stack developer. So followed by this, we shall also discuss the major frameworks required by a full stack developer. So these are the major tools, frameworks, and scripting languages that are supposed to be known by a full stack developer. We have the integration tools such as Jenkins and DevOps related tools like Kubernetes and Docker, and scripting languages like Angular and React, and frameworks like Spring, and testing tools like JUnit. So with this, we will move ahead into our next important topic, that is the roles and responsibilities of a Java developer. So first we will discuss the roles and responsibilities of a Java developer at beginner level. So the important roles and responsibilities for a beginner are to be able to define the objectives by analyzing the requirements of the clients, followed by that to be capable enough to complete the assigned job before the deadlines, design and test basic codes, resolve the reported issues in time, and troubleshoot the code, improvise the existing code quality, and finally support the user with proper documentation of the code. So these were the important responsibilities of a Java developer at beginner level. Now let us advance to the next level where we will discuss the roles and responsibilities of experienced level candidates. So the roles and responsibilities of an advanced level or experienced level candidate are all the basic responsibilities of a beginner. So followed by the basic responsibilities, an advanced level Java programmer should be having a thorough knowledge of system functionality and features. Followed by that, the experienced level Java programmer should be able to design and develop user interface, enhance the reputation of the company, recommend updates based on the performance, ensure the best possible responsiveness, and finally explore and add value to the achievements of fellow co-workers. So these were the important roles and responsibilities of a Java developer both at beginner level and experienced level. Now let us check out the companies which are looking for Java developers. There are many companies that are looking for Java developers in the current IT industry. Some of the major MNCs looking out for Java developers in the current IT industry are Cognizant, Infosys, Oracle, Capgemini, Dell, Amazon, Wipro, Mphasis, and Accenture. Now that we have discussed the companies hiring Java developers, let us take a step further and discuss the salary trends of the Java developers in the current IT industries. Now let us discuss the salary trends of Java developers in India first. So the salary trends for a Java developer who is going through the beginner level or an internship level start from 2 lakh to 4 lakh rupees per annum. Similarly, for an experienced level Java developer, the salary trends start from 5 lakh and go up to 10 lakhs and above based on your experience level and skill set. Now let us go ahead and discuss the next country, which is the United States of America. So for a Java developer at beginner level, America offers $55,000 to $80,000 per annum. Similarly, for an experienced level candidate, America offers $85,000 US to $1,25,000 US per annum based on the experience and skill set. Now finally we have the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom offers £45,000 to £60,000 for a Java developer at a beginner level, and similarly for an experienced level Java developer, United Kingdom offers £65,000 to £85,000 per annum. So these were the salary trends of Java developers in multiple countries. So if you wish to join the right training exercise that covers the complete skill set according to the standards of top MNCs curated and explained in a detailed manner by real-time industry experts, then Simplilearn would be the right choice. If you visit the Simplilearn official website for Java related training, then you can find the Simplilearn has beautifully organized all the major topics of Java in a result oriented manner that will be helpful for both beginners and professionals. So the key features of Java training offered by Simplilearn will have 70 hours of blended training, hands-on coding and implementation of 2 web-based projects. It also includes Hibernate and Spring frameworks, 35 coding related exercises on core Java, and lifetime access of self-paced training, and finally the flexibility to choose your own classes. So the benefits of Java certification training offered by Simplilearn will have the following. You can achieve your designation of becoming a Java architect, Java developer, database administrator or web developer with the certification from Simplilearn on Java. So the average salaries for a Java developer with certification will be varying from 16 lakhs as minimum and will also reach up to the maximum of 27 lakhs per annum. The Java certification from Simplilearn has been recognized by multiple multinational companies, and some of the major MNC companies that are hiring Java developers with the certification of Java are Wells Fargo, Oracle, Accenture, Citibank, and many more. Now we have the 3 varieties of training options, which are self-paced learning, online bootcamp, and corporate training. More information about the Java certification training offered from Simplilearn, please visit to our website, which is linked in the description box below. So with this, we have come to an end of this particular live session on